He says there are 3 easy steps you can do to reduce your yeast and fight your exhaustion. Let's get started with the first step, which Dr. Bohan calls the cut out and cut back approach. So explain that for us.
Absolutely. So first of all, you want to cut out all these foods here on the right. The candy bars, the cookies, the soda, alcohol, ice cream, anything with sugar in it. You want to cut out for the next 2 weeks. And you know, it can be hard because of those cravings. But after you get past about 5-7 days, those cravings will start to cut back, to go down.
Okay.
And then you want to cut back on the refined carbohydrates, the breads and the pastas. You want to cut back on those as well. These are the foods that can help yeast to overgrow in your body.
So just so I'm clear, we're cutting back on foods that naturally might have some sugar in them.
Yep.
But foods that have extra added sugar, they all go pretty much.
They all go for 2 weeks.
You threw wine away? Wine's hard.
Yeah, just for 2 weeks.
Just, okay. And then during that 2-week period, what should you be eating?
Oh, great. You want to really focus on a couple of things here. The fermented foods are wonderful. Sauerkraut, kimchi, they help build up that good bacteria in your digestive system. And then the other thing you really want to focus on is fiber. Fiber really feeds the good bacteria. So you want to have a diet that's really rich in fiber. Your vegetables are really high in fiber. The asparagus, the kale, broccoli, eggplant, tomatoes. And then your nuts and seeds are very high in fiber as well, and your whole grains like quinoa, wild rice, and brown rice, also very high in fiber to feed the good bacteria.
All right, so we fight the battle with our food, and we also say we have to take a probiotic supplement, the second step, to get rid of that yeast overgrowth.
Yeah.
And explain why probiotics are so critical. Why can't we just get them in the form of yogurt?
You know, yogurt is great for prevention, but if you actually have yeast overgrowth, you probably need more active bacteria every day. And so a probiotic can be really helpful. You want to look for a probiotic that has about 25 billion active life cultures in it. It'll have things like lactobacillus in it, bifidobacter. These are the good bacteria. They're going to help rebalance your digestive system.
Let me show you this label if I can, and before I explain exactly why this is so critical to do. But on the label, you'll see it says total bifidolactocultures 50 billion. You want it to be at least 25 billion. This is fantastic. This is more than that. And that's how you're going to repopulate your gut and help manage those yeast levels. But let me show you this in this animation why this is so critical, why I'm so passionate about this. When you take one of these pills, a probiotic pill, it goes into your intestinal system, it dissolves there, and then it goes down to the intestinal wall where the battle's fought. Now, look how red and inflamed that is. You've got bad bacteria, and you've got yeast. When you populate it with these good bacteria, the blue rods, they sort of push back on the yeast. They sort of calm everything down. The bad bacteria aren't quite as irritable, and the intestinal system itself is less inflamed, and there's less gas, less bloating, and less cravings because of this as well, because you're putting the good guy bacteria back to work restoring balance. So, Dr. Bohan, you've gotten your probiotic, you've gotten your diet. Walk me through your last little magical solution here, which is how to use herbs more intelligently.
Absolutely. So garlic is wonderful. Garlic is a natural antifungal, and if you eat 2 cloves of raw garlic a day, chop it up really fine, add it to olive oil, you can put it on your vegetables, that can really help keep yeast at bay.
Keep people away from you as well.
Yeah, they probably will.
Keep people and yeast at bay. All right.
Thyme is also a really nice herb. You can use thyme as a tincture. That is something you can take by mouth, and you want to take 1 to 3 milliliters about 3 times a day as a natural antifungal.
Take it orally.
Take it orally. The thyme tincture you take orally. The thyme oil is something you can apply topically. So if you have athlete's foot or fungus on your toenails or an itchy area on your skin that's fungus, you can apply the thyme oil onto your skin as well.
So, and if you do all this the right way, how long until that exhaustion, so many of our viewers complain about, goes away?
Well, you know, the exhaustion is one of the first things to go away. And so often within the first couple weeks, my patients will say their energy starts to really improve. If you've got a lot of yeast in your body, though, it may take longer. It may take a couple months to really get that at bay. And of course, we need to really talk about continuing this good, healthy lifestyle to prevent yeast from coming back.
Folks, is this resonating? I mean, how many people are out there saying, I don't have the energy I want to have, I have cravings for things I shouldn't want in my body, I have any of those lists of things, the itches and the like, you know, that we have in that symptom checker, and all we're asking you to do is a few simple changes to your diet, include some probiotics, check out the thyme and some garlic. I mean, this is not rocket science. And if you do that little sputum test a day and you see a difference, this ought to be on your to-do list over the next 2 weeks. Thank you very much, Dr. Bohan.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, it's been touted as one of the hottest selling